Gang stalking is a serious concern for those who believe they are targeted. It involves the perceived harassment and surveillance of an individual by a group of people. These individuals, often strangers, are believed to be working together to intimidate and torment the target. Targets often report being followed, monitored electronically, and subjected to various forms of harassment. These experiences can be incredibly distressing, leading to feelings of fear, paranoia, and isolation. It is important to note that law enforcement and mental health professionals often find it difficult to substantiate claims of gang stalking. This is primarily due to the lack of concrete evidence and the subjective nature of the experiences. Insidious patterns used by gang stalkers preempt reported incidents to make it appear that events are attributed to misinterpretations, coincidences, or other unrelated events. While the experiences are very real and frightening for the individual, proving the existence of an organized group effort is often impossible. It's crucial to approach this topic with sensitivity and understanding. The often intentional lack of validation from authorities can further exacerbate the distress of those who genuinely believe they are targeted. This leads us to the concept of false synchronicity, a phenomenon that often plays a significant role in reinforcing these beliefs. We will delve into this further in the next section. Synchronicity, also known as apophenia, is the tendency to perceive meaningful patterns or connections in random or unrelated events. While our brains are wired to seek patterns, sometimes this natural inclination can lead to misinterpretations. This is particularly relevant in the context of gang stalking, where individuals use street theater to employ false synchronicity in the face of an unsuspecting target, causing acute individuals to report experiencing a series of seemingly uncanny coincidences. For example, a person who believes they are being targeted might notice the same car driving past their house multiple times, but with the same color or with specific timing, whereby the targeted individual interprets it as being watched or as surveillance, and see it as confirmation of their stalking fears. However, it's statistically probable that in a populated area, certain cars will pass by more frequently than others. And this is the gray area which gang stalkers employs its insidious acts to appear as natural events. This doesn't always indicate a coordinated effort, but rather the randomness of everyday life, or so it is assumed. Another common example is seeing repeating numbers, like 1111 on a clock, and attributing special significance to them. While this can be a comforting ritual for some, such as demonic numerology, for someone experiencing paranoia, it can fuel the belief that they are being watched, or that these numbers have messages or certain meanings. These seemingly meaningful coincidences can be incredibly persuasive, leading individuals down a rabbit hole of confirmation bias, although timing is a critical key. They actively seek out information or interpret events in a way that reinforces their existing beliefs, further solidifying their perception of being targeted. If you are experiencing feelings of being stalked or are struggling with paranoia and anxiety, reaching out for professional help is essential. A mental health professional can help you understand your experiences, assess your mental well-being, and develop coping mechanisms to manage your distress. Therapy, particularly cognitive behavioral therapy, can be beneficial in challenging and reframing negative thought patterns and developing healthier coping strategies. Medication might also be an option to manage symptoms of anxiety and paranoia, but it's important to consult with a psychiatrist to determine the best course of treatment for your specific needs. Remember, you are not alone. Help is available, and recovery is possible. Don't hesitate to reach out to a mental health professional, a trusted friend or family member, or a support group to begin your journey toward healing and well-being. Gang stalkers, often referred to as community stalkers, employ various tactics to intimidate their targets. These tactics are designed to exploit patterns and false synchronicity, making the harassment seem more coordinated and pervasive. One common method is street theater, where stalkers stage seemingly random but unsettling public interactions to create a sense of paranoia in the target. Another tactic involves the use of specific color schemes. For example, stalkers might wear the same color clothing or use vehicles of the same color to create a pattern that the target will notice and associate with being watched. Drive-by harassment is another prevalent method, where stalkers repeatedly drive past the target's home or workplace, often at odd hours, to create a sense of constant surveillance. These acts are intended to diminish the target's mental and emotional health, making them feel isolated and helpless. Understanding these tactics is crucial for recognizing and addressing the psychological impact of gang stalking. However, recognizing these patterns is the first step in countering their effects. By identifying the tactics used, individuals can begin to separate the orchestrated harassment from their everyday reality. Keeping a detailed log of incidents can help in documenting the harassment and providing evidence to authorities or mental health professionals. Moreover, developing a strong support network of trusted friends, family, and professionals can provide emotional and practical assistance. Engaging in activities that promote mental well-being, such as mindfulness, exercise, and hobbies, can also help in maintaining a sense of normalcy and control. Remember, knowledge and support are powerful tools in combating the effects of gang stalking. Stay informed, stay connected, and take proactive steps to protect your mental health.